know, a little gloomy, a little rainy. I don't care though, we still got business to handle though. Welcome back to Eddie B TV. I am, of course, Eddie B. Nice to see y'all. And we are back at you again today for another reaction video and another random Sunday. Right back at you one more time. Always happy to get to the end of the week, knowing that we survived and succeeded with another week of stand-up music and what we got going on Random Sundays. So yeah, we're gonna get into some videos today, and like I said, I missed last week because I had to help somebody out who needed my help, and I missed out on it. So I said I was gonna provide 4 videos for you today, and I was not fibbing. So we're gonna get into 4 videos today, and we're gonna start out with a sports clip. You know, it feels like I haven't done a sports clip in a while, you know. I'm a big sports guy to a point. Even though I know that there probably might be some basketball clips in here, I haven't been into the NBA at all in the last, 14, 15 years. Yeah, they got rid of my Sonics. That means I ain't got no love for the NBA until you get back here. But yeah, we're gonna get into this one today, and this one's gonna be top 10 worst sports injuries. Oh yeah. Well, I don't like it when athletes get injured, you know. It's kind of devastating to their careers and all that stuff, and it's kind of like a strange thing to see while you're watching the game. You know it's gonna come at some point, but you never really want to see it, you know, depending on what kind of burn you got. Now, me, I'm not squeamish at all. You know, I can see a lot of different things, man. You know, these eyes, man, I am not shy to see anything at all. But it still kind of, you know, makes me get a little bit, you know, like, ooh, wow, that really happened. So yeah, man, let's go ahead and get into this one, like I said. So top 10 worst sports injuries. And if you like this reaction, please boom on the like button for me one time. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and of course, as always, leave a nice comment for your boy. You know, constructive critiques. I'll leave a nice suggestion or a request, and of course throw a couple zingers at your boy. Friendly dialogue, no drama here, and let's keep having fun. So yes, like I said, I haven't done a sports clip in what feels like a while, but yeah, we're gonna get into it. And even though it is sports, there's gonna be some pain involved. Hopefully we can get through it. Let's do it. Top 10 worst sports injuries right here on Eddie B TV, round 1 of this Random Sunday. Let's check it out. Okay, and let's get situated with this one here, and here we go. Willis McGahee. I remember him.
They bust up the screen. I mean, they bust up everything.
I miss it.
Coming like a truck. Takes on McGahee and takes him down. And trainers are on the field in a hurry for Miami. McGahee is down.
Ooh, yeah, this is a real serious hit Will Allen put on Willis McGahee. Hit him low, and they're looking at his left leg right now. Will Allen with 2 big shots, one on Winslow, and then this one. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord.
Ooh, okay, now I see it.
Knee injury for Willis McGahee.
Yep.
Yow.
Timeout. We'll be back. Seems hardly anything but serious.
Oh, that's
you see
painful.
the hit that he takes on it. You see the shoulder pad come in and hit it on the inside part of
yeah,
that
I
knee.
saw that.
And it's gone.
Ooh, that was brutal. Oh, Sid Vicious. Whoa, I saw that immediately. Oh! Woo. Mary Pierce. Ooh. Ooh, I hear the screams. Ah. Little bit of a tweak in there somewhere. Knee injuries are always brutal. Hey, Tony Allen, I remember him. Oh man. See, that didn't have to happen to him, man. He just.
This is really unbelievable, right? Watch this.
Ooh, yep, it went that. Yeah. It's always those movements, man. That sucks. Tony Allen, man, one of the best defenders.
A lot of pain. Yeah. He's getting carried to the locker room.
Yeah, that sucks. Woo.
Yep, throws harder. Warriors got a curl.
Oh, Mike Cameron.
Shallow right center, Beltran. Oh, terrible collision. Beltran and Cameron. The ball is free, apparently.
Oh, man.
That is absolutely a little concern right now. That's as bad a collision as I've seen. Well, Theodore, the Mets series.
Oh, yeah, he ain't moving.
Like this.
What's up with this video quality in this one, though? Oh, well.
Oh, boy. And Ray Ramirez immediately signaling.
He said at the beginning that he broke his jaw.
That's Cameron.
Yow.
Also holding Beltran down. There was no chance to that collision. When you're on your feet or you're jumping up in the air, sometimes there's a instant collision right there. Both of them dove and at full speed, and there was no.
We're showing a replay. How bad was
I've never
this?
seen that. Where both outfielders.
Oh!
I've never seen a route where both outfielders dive for ball.
First they hit heads.
Pull it back while down. Tough to watch there. Oh, that's
And then his head hit the ground after he hit his head?
This is a blessing right now that at least one man can stand at it.
Man, that's hardcore right there.
Some distress, but
God damn.
Beltran can't stand up. Ray Ramirez, the Mets.
Shout out to Mike Cameron, man. Clint Malarchuk. Severed. What the
It looked
fuck?
like one of these Friday the 13th where the blood comes squirting out.
He had his hand on his throat, and in one split second, there was a 3-foot puddle of blood in front of him. Soon to be 5 feet.
Artery in his neck. Oh.
More than hearing, I just remember the looks and the horror in people's faces.
Oh, that's him. Did he? Okay, he made it. Obviously, he lived.
Clint Malarchuk's anterior carotid artery had been accidentally severed by Steve Tuttle's skate.
Oh,
Players
my
watched in horror
God.
as blood
Yeah.
spurted from the Sabre goalie's wound.
And I started banging on the glass and tried to get the doctors out on the ice, someone to get on the ice, because I feared the worst, that he wasn't going to be with us for very long.
The Sabres training staff raced onto the ice to reach Malarchuk before time ran out.
Oh, damn.
And Kyle Krauser across the face with a little scrape, and the pupil of his eye pops out of the socket.
Alan Ray, huh?
A closer look, potentially serious injury.
Oh, he
Ray
got
had
him
him
in
taken
the
to the
face.
hospital, left the floor yelling that he could not see, and a very serious turn of a.
Damn.
Adam Greenberg will be the batter, making his major league debut in this appearance.
I'm taking pictures, and I see him
I
getting
remember
up,
this.
and I take a picture. I see the pitcher winding up. I got a picture. And then I said, I'm just going to watch. And that was, I watched.
And here's Greenberg. Look out. Man. He got hit in the head on the very first pitch.
It was a loud, echoing thud.
Going down the way he went, the first thing going through your mind is this guy's dead.
What a shock.
Maybe,
The thing that was running through my head was just stay alive.
Greenberg immediately clutched the back of his head with both hands as he fell.
I grabbed my head instantly because I really felt like I was holding it together. My head swelled up. I thought it was cracked open. I couldn't control my eyes. They rolled in the back of my head.
It was horror. I mean, I was that close that I heard the sound of that ball hitting his, next thing I saw was him on the ground.
Broken leg. Oh. It's just dangling around.
Waving the trainers out right away. He fell very awkwardly at the end of that play. The ball was a little bit underthrown, and that's why there was contact, and ultimately the pass
run by his man, and Brody Croyle not quite able to execute the ball. Penalty will be 15 yards. First down.
It's crazy that this doesn't happen more often, man.
Your mind automatically goes back to last year and all the injuries. Here's Croyle on his back.
Where did it happen?
Pressure, and he wasn't able to get enough on the ball, and you see him
Oh, yep. Oh, yep. Oh, my. Ooh, I saw it roll over like, oh, my God. Oh, yep, there it went. Snap. Oh, my God. Oh, this gosh.
Terribly reminiscent of a Joe Theismann injury that we all saw years ago.
Joe Theismann.
We'll be right back.
Riggins, Cleveland, back to Theismann.
They go right to Joe Theismann.
And it was Lawrence Taylor who slammed Theismann to the ground. And quickly, Lawrence Taylor was up saying Theismann is hurt. And I don't believe Lawrence Taylor reacted that way unless Theismann is really hurt.
Lawrence is just like going crazy. He's screaming both sidelines, get somebody out here, get somebody out here. And you know, by the time the players wander out in the field and they see what's going on, it's just like, wow. Lawrence, the guy who made the hit, felt worse than probably Joe at the time.
LT actually did not say anything to me on the field, but I will tell you this. I remember everything that happened that night. I remember Bubba Tyer coming out and getting right here in my left ear. I remember telling Bubba, do me a favor, please, call my mom, tell her I'm okay.
There's Taylor over Carson, slamming, and you see the right knee, the right foot.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Knew that something was really bad, but Lawrence Taylor leaped to his feet and beckoned over to the Redskins bench. Get your medical team in here quickly. It could be, and you hate to think of it, he could have hurt a snap.
I remember Joe Gibbs coming up and looking at me. Joe was looking at me. And this is the truth. This is the conversation. Joe looking down at me. He goes, Joe, for 6 years we've been together. Joe, you've meant so much to this football team. Joe, this is a heck of a mess you've left me in. And we both started to laugh. I mean, it was just a light moment in a very tense situation. Then they pop me on the stretcher. They start to wheel me out of the stadium, and I stop them because Harry Carson is supposedly going to retire. And all the Giants were standing off of my left side. And
now there's an ovation for Joe Theismann, who I'm sure has played his last play.
And then when they wheeled me out of that stadium, all those people stood up and gave me a personal ovation like I'd never heard before in my life. And right then and there, really, whatever Joe Theismann was, died. And it was a rebirth of someone who hopefully has learned to understand and appreciate people a lot more. And that was a defining moment in my life.
Oh, okay. That was it, huh? Woo. Well, like I said, man, I'm not squeamish at all, but you know, at the same time, I have a weird sort of interest in seeing things like this, but it doesn't stop bringing back old memories for myself personally, you know. Oh my goodness. Well, that was top 10 worst sports injuries, you guys. Woo, my goodness. Well, man, like I said, man, nobody likes getting hurt, man. I'm sure every one of us in some way or another has been hurt in a kind of a harsh way at one point or another in our life. But in sports, man, it could always get worse, man. Like in sports, man, it's always a toss-up because you can always go from the least possible injury, you know what I mean? Maybe just like a sore arm or sore leg or a hamstring or something like that, and then it can go all the way to a broken neck. And what I've seen in here, like I didn't even know that someone got their throat cut playing hockey. I did not even realize that at all. But damn, man, that was crazy to see, like a big pool of blood on the ice like that. Oof, yeah, I can only imagine what everyone was thinking, like just seeing that. Because while you're playing a sport, I don't imagine that people anticipate seeing something like that. That's some trippy ass shit. Whew, all right, but you know, just to unpack a little bit, man. I've seen a lot of these things happen, you know, but not everything. Obviously, there's quite a few in these clips that I didn't see before, but there's also a couple that I did see. One of them was the basketball player who got his eye poked out a little bit. I heard about that because his name is Alan Ray, and then of course everyone knows Ray Allen, you know, because I always thought that was kind of funny how their names were switched like that. Well, not purposely. It's just what it was. But I've seen that happen. Maybe I've heard about it happening a couple other times. You know, very rarely does that happen. But you know, it's like all the moving that goes on in the middle of a sports game. You know, you can never really tell who's reaching for whatever, and then all of a sudden an accident like that. That's a trippy one. So yeah, I'm not surprised that it made the list. But the closest thing that I'd come to something like that in my life, I was in middle school and was playing basketball at lunchtime, you know, because you have a little bit of time to play some hoop. And I'll never forget it. If he's out there, if he ever sees this, man, but one of my boys, his name was Eddie Lewis. This dude, even in middle school, we were like in 7th grade at the time, this dude could jump out the gym like nothing. He was crazy. And I was playing on his team one time, and then we're both going up for a rebound. And he could jump higher than me, so he already had the ups on me. So right when I'm in midair, I kind of like pull back because he's there. But then once he gets it, he swings his arm and gets me smack dab right in the eye with his elbow, man. And I swear, I thought that I had lost my eye. I really did feel like I did, because I fell right to the ground instantly, and I started holding my face. And then everyone's like, "You all right? You all right?" And then as soon as I pull my hand away from my face, everyone looks at me and goes, and I'm just like, "Oh no, what happened? Is my eye gone? Am I bleeding? What?" And apparently I must have like bursted every vessel in my eye, because all it was just my pupil and nothing but just crimson red showing in my eye. Everything. It was just like nothing but, I looked like Kano from Mortal Kombat. It was kind of weird. But and even my boy Eddie, he felt bad, man. He started panicking, like, "Oh snap, man, I hope I didn't mess him up." Man, he walked me down to the office and everything. I had to go to the hospital, but you know, turns out it actually healed quite fine. It took a little while, took a little bit more than a month to finally heal up altogether. But yeah, man, I was pretty popular for about a month. You know, everyone had to come to school looking like a video game character. That was kind of weird. And as far as like the first one where that hit to his leg, you know, I have dislocated a knee before. I got hit by a car one time because I wasn't paying attention to where I was walking, and I got hit like front on and right in my knee. It just came right out the back. You know, my kneecap came right out the back, and I was freaking out because I looked at it. And then it didn't seem like much at first, but the weird thing about me is, I don't know about you guys, but I have sort of a delayed reaction to pain. So right when I got hit, I didn't feel anything right away. And me, I tried to get up and I kept trying to start walking, and then I kept falling. And I was just like, "Oh, okay, well, am I a little bit winded? Did I get the wind knocked out of me? So let me not try to walk." But then I tried again. And then from across the street, because I kept falling, because I didn't get it right away, and someone across the street had yelled at me and said, "Don't get up, don't get up." And I was like, "What?" And then finally I turned and looked at my leg again, and then I saw what was going on, and then all of a sudden the pain just kicked in all at once. And I was just like, "Oh my God." And I was just like screaming like crazy. Oh man, it was nuts, man. But I was able to get it into place, you know what I mean? Lucky for me, it didn't require much surgery. How? I have no idea. Don't even ask me how, because I thought that I was probably gonna lose my leg, you know, because that was one of the trippiest things I'd ever gone through. And we've all sprained ankles before. I've sprained ankles very badly, to the point where I actually tore ligaments, but I never really broke an ankle. You know, I've broken pretty much every finger at least once. It's crazy, or jammed it or something like that, because that's why, you know, I don't know if you can hear, but I can just do this and everything just starts popping. It's crazy. Been through a lot of hell playing sports, but overall just been hurt so many times. I was very big on playing not basketball, but baseball growing up, because that was my main sport. I wanted to go pro at it, but I just kept getting hurt every year. Every time I wanted to play a sport, I kept getting hurt somehow. Sprained ankle, broken finger, you know, something like that, dislocated knee and all that stuff. It's just, no matter what, man, injuries like stopped me. So even if I think that if I were to make it pro in any sport, I probably would have had a career-ending injury, just because I go all out every time I used to play something. And yeah, it kind of showed in how I got hurt all the damn time. But the one thing that I did want to say though, before I cut this off, and the guy, the Cubs player who got hit in the head, I heard about that story a long time ago, because it was a sad one, because that was his first major league at bat right there, you know. And I remember these little things that were going on TV for him. I don't know if I remember it exactly, But that hit to his head like messed him up so bad that, you know, he never really got to have a career after that. That's so unfortunate. But what did happen was that everyone was pushing for him, because I don't know if you guys know about baseball at all, but if you get walked, like or you get hit by the pitch, it's not considered an official at bat, you know. And then even though he got to the plate, first pitch hits him in the back of the head, it's not considered an at bat. So they ran this little thing for him so he can get just one at bat in the big leagues, you know, and then that could be a wrap on that. And he ended up playing with the was it the Nationals? No, it was the I think it was the Florida Marlins. Yes, the Florida Marlins. And I think they had changed up to those new Marlins jerseys, and they changed their name to the Miami Marlins. Yeah, I think that was it. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know. But he got his one at bat. He got out, but, you know, he still got like a standing ovation and all that. And apparently that's the only at bat that he ever got in the big leagues. But that's just sad, you know. Could you imagine being a parent, and then, you know, your kid gets to the big leagues and you're there, you're trying to cheer him on, and he doesn't even get in the bat, and the first pitch that he sees hits him in the back of the head, and then he said he felt like his head was cracked open, what he said, and he was like, eyes were rolling back in his head. And that's another thing I've had to deal with too, concussions, man. I think I've had maybe 3 or 4 major concussions in my life. And the one that I will tell you about before I cut it off officially, I know I'm yapping too much. I was playing in this thing called the Nate McMillan 4 on the Floor tournament in Seattle a long time ago with my boy C-Dab, the CEO, was with me when we did that. And we had a big guy on our team, and I actually used to work with him. And he was out of the game because he got, either he hurt himself or he was just too tired. And me, I had to sub in because I was like one of the next tallest people in line to play. And they had me guarding this dude who was probably like 6'6", 6'7", 250 or something like that. This dude was huge. And I'm sure this dude knew that he didn't have to really go through much to get past me, but for some reason he was still playing at 100%. And I had my hands up and I was just like, hey, look, bump me, whatever, do what you gotta do, just score easy, I can't do nothing. But this dude decided to swing his arms like crazy. And he didn't get me in the eye like my boy Eddie Lewis did, but he did get me right inside of the face, man. And I never fell to the ground. But yeah, I was dazed and confused, man. He was just like, boom, with his elbow, and I was just like, I don't want to go to school today, Mama. Oh my gosh, I want to stay home and bake cookies with you. Yeah, I was out for the count. You know, I kept trying to stand up and play because everyone was laughing because everyone saw me like pretty much knocked out, but I was still on my feet trying to play like, all right, let's play the game. And then finally one of my boys grabbed me and sat me down, and then it was like saying, all right, don't fall asleep, man, because you might die. Yeah, it's a crazy thing about concussions. But yeah, man, sports injuries are 100% part of the game, and I just always hope watching them that they're very few and far in between on the horrific injury side, man, because I don't want to see nobody work hard just to get hurt and then it's all over. I've seen so many stories like that, not just injuries, but also players getting killed, you know, not on the field or the court, obviously, but just like, it just sucks to see, man. And I always hope that everyone does the most responsible thing they can and, you know, try to minimize these injuries as much as possible, man. Some people are so perverted to the point where they're just like, yeah, injuries. But me, I could just stomach looking at it, but it does kind of make me a little bit sad if their like careers are over or something after that. You know, there's a couple of injuries that I have seen that they didn't show on here. One of them was Sean Livingston, you know, the cool, good NBA player, man. He broke his knee or something like that. It was a crazy scene, but overall, man, I love sports, but you know, every time I see injuries, man, it trips me out because I've seen a lot of weird ones over the years, but hopefully we'll get to another one of those sometime in the future, and then we can have more stories to tell. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off right there. One more time, top 10 worst sports injuries. And if you like that reaction, please boom on the like button for me one more time. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and of course, leave a nice comment for your boy. Constructive critiques, leave a nice suggestion or a request, and of course, throw a couple zingers at your boy. Friendly dialogue, no drama here, and let's keep it that way and keep having a fun time building up the dysfunctional family that we got going on here. So yeah, this is gonna be Eddie B TV signing off one more again here. Round 1 in the books of Random Sunday. And like I said, I was gonna give y'all 4 videos today to make up for last Sunday's miss. And yeah, I think this is maybe a horrific way to start it, but you know, it's just something that I like to tune into, you know, once in a blue moon, just to you know, let myself know that I have a sensitive side to me and yet a perverted side as well. Like, ooh, wow, look at his knee, look at his leg, or something like that. It's trippy as hell to watch. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in one more time to this one. Sports, you know what I mean, are really big in my life, you know, not so much like I said with the basketball. Until they get the NBA back here, the NBA can just go to hell, you know, and I mean that really. And but I did hear that they're thinking about announcing 2 new expansion teams, one in Seattle and one in Vegas, and I won't believe it until I see it, you know, because I'm not gonna get too excited just yet, because they screwed us over quite a few times, you know, trying to get a team back here in the last several years. But yeah, enough yakking out of me, man. Thank y'all for tuning in one more time, and I got 3 more videos to go, and I hope hopefully you guys enjoy them. So until next reaction, love and appreciate y'all. Peace.